Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And thank you all for stopping by to say hi. Hi. Okay. All are welcome on this channel, and all contributions are highly appreciated. We're going to work the divination board today. But first, we're going to do two deep breaths. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, hold for 3 seconds. First, I want you to think of the question you would like to ask. Okay, now let's take 2 deep breaths. Breathe in. Release. Breathe in. Release. Okay, we'll begin the pendulum. Okay, collective. The consistency that I have is the month of June and November. Wednesday, Saturday, and unknown. Okay? The month of June, November, Wednesday, Saturday, and unknown. So keep that into account of the questions that you ask. Only you know your story, okay, and what you ask. Let's tap into the tarot here. Make sure you tell a family friend or all you know to come on over and subscribe to the channel so that they can be privy to these spiritual notifications. There is enough space in this place for everyone to be notified, okay? All right, what does the collective need to know for their highest good? What does the collective need to know? Okay, is there anything collective needs to know? Okay, all right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Beautiful. Ooh, beautiful. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay, collector, the first card that we have here is the Eight of Swords. I see you in a situation, or you're dealing with a situation that makes you feel like you're blocked or you're confused. Maybe you're trying to sort out some information, some news that you just received. This could be family oriented or something in the workplace, okay? You could be a supervisor or manager, or you could be applying for a supervisor or management position, or this is family oriented. There's something you're trying to figure out that has you feeling like you are like you're in a pickle. It's a catch-22, as they say. So there's something that you're dealing with pertaining to the home front. This could be your immediate family, or this could be relatives. There could be a lot of family members maybe battling with each other, battling over some kind of asset, some kind of property. Maybe there is some property that was left, okay, from someone who has passed on. There could be arguments over this housing, who's going to live there, who's the rightful owner, who has control over who will live there, okay, who's responsible for paying the taxes and the insurance. I'm picking up on a family feuding and arguing over an inherited piece of property. There was a time where all of the family, lived there, or there was a time where different family members took turns living there and using it as a rest haven or as a place to live as a residence. But now things have changed. Whomever who is in control or whose name is on the deed, whomever is left to, they have kind of changed their mind and decided that they want those who are living in there to relocate, to move out. The family is feeling territorial. They're feeling like, look, we grew up in this home, or, Nana left us this house, or Pops left us this house. And so, though it was not left to them, it was really in the will. This property was left to one person, and this person allowed people to live there for so much time and so many years that the family, the relatives, have gotten comfortable. So whenever someone in the family, like maybe they couldn't pay their bills, or they needed a place to stay, they would come to this home. But all of that is changing. The rightful owner wants everyone to move out and relocate. There's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of back and forth over this property. This house could be very old, but it's still home. It's home to your family. There's a lot of memories there. But Spirit is saying you have to honor the rightful owner's decision. If this property was left to them, in a will, in a estate, and they allow people to live there, that was then, and Spirit is saying this is now. So it looks like this person, whomever the original, not original owner, but whoever was left to, may have to take people to court just to get them to leave this property. The family, the relatives are feeling very territorial. They don't want to leave. Because living there, the house is paid for. They're able to save money. They're able to have more money to circulate, more money to spend on a daily, to hang out, to shop, etc. And this battle here is getting very rough. There's a lot of back and forth conversations. There's a lot of promises being made. People telling this person, I'm looking for a place, and they're really not. I'm going to leave, and they don't plan on leaving. So yeah, there's a lot of stubborn energy here with the Eight of Swords. Okay, but Spirit is saying one way or another, this situation will have a resolution. Things will be solved. And if this person, I see this person actually filing papers to evict people because people are refusing to leave this property, okay? Because they are the rightful owner. And if they have a change in heart, you may not like it, but Spirit is saying they have a right to do so. It's their property. It was left to them, okay? All right. And Spirit is also saying there should be plenty of money saved to move wherever. That's for somebody, okay? The next card we have here is the Four of Wands, okay? The rightful owner of this property could be looking to have rest from this situation because there's so much arguing and fighting and back and forth. Confirmation. Hear the train? Okay, there's so much arguing and back and forth. Many people not wanting to move, saying, I'm not going nowhere, make me move. And they're like, look, I will make you. I'm going to let the law handle it, okay? And when the bailiffs come, you will leave. Okay, so there's a lot of stubborn energy here. But this person is ready to rest and rejuvenate. They love their family, but they have new plans for their property. They have a right to want to have their home to themselves, okay? It looks like this person has a plan on, putting people out, well, not putting them out. She's asking people to relocate because he or she, I said she, it must be a female, is desiring to live in this home by themselves. And Spirit is saying it's okay for this person to want to do that. The people whom reside in there have to not be selfish. You've had your moment of living there. If this person is asking you to leave, pack your things and go. Do not let it get to the point where they have to take you to court. Okay, all right, because the judge is going to side with this person. They are the rightful owner, and if they want you out, the law says that they can do this. And Spirit is saying, don't even let it go to court. Basically, pack your stuff, put it in storage, find you somewhere to go. That's what Source is saying. Don't even let it go that far because you don't want that on your record. That's for somebody. You don't want that on your record that you're being evicted. No one should want that on their record. I guess on their credit history, this could possibly sabotage you moving or looking for another home if you plan on renting for someone. And so Spirit is saying that's something to think about. Don't let it get that far. Just pack your things and leave peacefully. Don't damage the property. Don't do anything you know you shouldn't be doing. Wow. That makes a lot of sense because you don't want that on your credit if you do plan on renting. Maybe there's some viewers watching who have enough money saved to buy a house. But then again, there may be someone seeing this video who plan on maybe renting an apartment. That means you're going to put in applications, they're going to run your background, and you don't want them to see that you've been evicted from anywhere. Okay? You don't want to lessen someone's ability to want to do business with you. Okay? All right. All right. And so the next card we have here is temperance, okay? So Spirit is saying you may feel that it's imbalanced, but in the long haul, that you can keep it balanced for yourself. You can make this situation work for you. If this person wants you to leave, the best thing you can do in order for good luck and good things to flow onto you is to leave peacefully. Pack your things, put them in storage, find somewhere to go, and look for you a place. But Spirit is saying, don't let it go to the courts, okay? All right, so maybe there is someone that is watching who is going to be looking for somewhere to live. And yes, they do search your background and your credit, and you don't want that eviction on there. You don't. So Spirit is saying, just do what you have to do. Wow, this is very different energy here. Okay. The next card we have here is the Empress. This person, whom is the owner of this house, who this home was left to, is have new ideas. This person could be with child, they could be pregnant, they could be expecting, they could have a family of their own, and they are desiring to live in the house that was left to them alone with their family, with their husband, with their man, their woman, their children, and to just live alone and enjoy the home. And they have a right to do so. And with this Empress title and energy here, I'm also picking up on a family who may look at this person as arrogant. And Spirit is saying, do not project your energy and assume this person is arrogant. They cannot be arrogant if they allowed you to live in there for several years rent free. This person is very kind hearted and open hearted. And this is a clear example of what being kind and nice, especially to family, can get you. Spirit is saying, do not misjudge this person. They have a right. They are entitled to live in their home because it's their home, by themselves. They have allowed certain family members to live in the home rent free for many years, which has given you many, many days and much time to get ahead in life in whatever direction is best for you. So do not blame this person. Do not hold any resentment. Spirit is saying, just pack your things, put them somewhere, find somewhere to go. Okay. Even if you and someone else have to team up and maybe, I don't know, rent another place, rent an Airbnb, whatever. But once again, they keep saying, tell them don't let it go to court. Tell them don't let it go to court, because once those papers are filed, it can go onto your credit report. It can go onto your background, okay? They keep telling me to tell them, tell them, tell them, okay? All right. And so the next card we have here is the Eight of Wands. And so there's important information coming in. And this information here, it looks like there is going to be something coming in. Picking up in this household has at least 3 to 4 different family members living in it at one time, and they're not paying rent. You're just paying utilities. So once again, that gives you a lot of time and space, to save money. And I'm also picking up that these family members have been privy, given access to live in this home for more than 5 years, for over 5 years. So you've had 5 years to make a plan as well as save money. And so with this Eight of Wands, I'm picking up not for all in the home, but there's somebody who's living in that home who's going to receive some kind of information about housing. And so this could be a solution. Spirit is saying not to wait on this. Make your own plans, dot your own I's, cross your own T's, get your stuff out of the house. Do not allow these papers to be filed. If you do, it will be your fault, okay? Because if you're not leaving, the only thing this person can do is let the law force you to leave, okay? So they have to file the papers if you're refusing to leave, okay? And so they could be expecting a child as well, okay? Or they have a family of their own. Or the idea that this empress is pregnant, maybe he or she just have new ideas for their life, new things that they want to do, a new way of living, okay? And part of that is getting the home that they inherited and living in it, by themselves, okay, to enjoy it, all right? And so, but this Eight of Wands is representing information coming in. Someone living in this house, one of the relatives is going to receive information. This could be about maybe property that's available. You may find out there's a house for rent. You may find out there's a apartment for rent. And I see this person. I don't know if all of you are going to team up together, or maybe one or two other people. But this person is going to look into this property and actually lease it. And I guess this is may be like a safe haven temporarily until everyone else find them somewhere to go. Okay. All right. So that's good news. That Eight of Wands. There's news coming in. So, all right. So Spirit is saying that you've had plenty of time. If this is not your story, collective, this could be someone else around you who is experiencing this, okay? This could be a friend or a family member, okay, who's experiencing this, over an inherited piece of property. The family is fighting over the house, who's going to live there. The rightful owner, the one it was left to, wants everybody to get out, and they have a right to, okay? All right, even if you say, oh no, they have a right to, okay? The next card we have here is number 21. The 2 and the 1 equal to the 3. The 3 represents groups and growth, okay? And this is the World card. And Spirit is saying, do not internalize this as something negative and bad. Do not assume, once again, that this person is being mean and cruel. This person has a big heart. They allowed you to live there for several years while they were paying rent. I'm hearing somewhere else. Wow. They were paying rent somewhere else while you guys were allowed, you or someone you knew were allowed to live in this property while they were paying rent somewhere. Wow. But Spirit is saying this person has a big heart. Be appreciative and be mindful how you close out this cycle with this person. As you see, this is a circle, also a portal, but also a closed circle. And so you're closing out a cycle. You're closing out the cycle of living in this house and not having any responsibility. You're closing out the cycle of being given a helping hand from a family member who really didn't have to, but they did. They were somewhere else paying rent while you lived in the home that they inherited, free of charge. I'm hearing 5 years or more. Wow. And so Spirit is saying you may see it as something negative, but it's actually something positive. You're gaining a better view of becoming more self-efficient. This will change your world, but it will change your world for the better. This is not a negative. Spirit is saying this is a positive, and you will look back and you will understand. Be grateful for the opportunity and the time that you had there. And if you are someone who's watching this video, and maybe you may say, yes, I've been there that long, but I'm not prepared. But still, do not be angry at this person who allowed you to stay there, because they've given you enough time. They can't control what's going on in the economy. No one can. You've had enough time, and you have to be honest with yourself, at the end of the day. Have you been responsible? Have you been saving? Or were you just comfortable thinking, you'll always have it this way? But Spirit is saying, leave here and separate from that house, from that property, in good terms and good standings. Meaning you don't have to bow down and kiss anyone's pinky toe, collective. But Spirit is saying, leave there with no malice and no resentment. Do not damage the property. Do not cause any confrontation. Don't be a part of no spats. Simply pack your stuff, get out of there, wave goodbye, and let it be. Stay away from the conflict. Maybe that's not possible for all, because I'm picking up 3 to 4 people living in this house, but it's possible one of you are someone who is of a peaceful nature, and you do care about attracting good luck and prosperity as you separate from the situation, as you close out this cycle and open your life to a new world, a new idea of working on being more responsible and more self-efficient when situations arrive. The next and the final card we have is the Ace of Pentacles. And so you are being gifted the opportunity, the ambition of prosperity, but it's all about how you separate. It's very important how you separate, collective, from this situation. Don't do it with malice. Don't do it with resentment. Do not be a part of any confrontation or conflict. Do not damage any property. Simply get your things and do things the right way and leave. And that way you'll land on your feet. Meaning, if there's a particular place that you want to live, that you have in mind, you'll be able to obtain that. But if you separate from this house, from this person, disrespecting them, maybe wanting to create a confrontation, maybe trying to damage the property, because some people do that. They get angry when they have to leave and they try to damage the property. That only builds more karma, more karmic debt for you to clear out. And Spirit is saying, I'm pretty sure that you want things to work out for your highest good. The Ace of Pentacles is here. And the Ace of Pentacles is saying, look, you have a choice. You have a choice. You can leave here in peace with this Ace of Pentacles and allow your world to be changed for your highest good and receive this prosperity and this opportunity, because the universe see you being very mature, very adult-like, not causing conflict. You're being peaceful. And because you're being peaceful and you're doing what needs to be done, then there's no choice for but a reaction, the momentum of that, of the way that you're leaving. Never mind what any other roommates or family members are going to do. If they're spatting, let them do it by themselves. Walk away. Get your things and be not around and not available. That way you won't be involved. Okay? No resentment. Leave in peace. Okay? And no confrontations or conflict, collective. I'm being told to repeat that. Okay? Because there's someone, and maybe you know who this is, because or there's someone who's going to be very rowdy and loud and want to scream and shout instead of just moving on. And Spirit is saying for you to stay out the way and away from it. The really wise thing would be to just get your stuff. Spirit say be the first one to get your stuff on up out of there and be MIA. And had them looking like, where'd you go? Minding my business like y'all should be doing. This concludes my read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.